Hello YouTube, welcome back. This is CRYPTBEARDS, I'm the Scoundrel M, and we're playing Dwarf Fortress, which is, if you've been watching these videos, probably something you already knew. But, on the off chance that some randoms walked in off the street on this video of all videos and decided to start watching, I thought I'd give a little bit of an explanation, right? I'm not doing the tours of the fortress anymore. At least you don't have to sit through all that crap. Come on, shall we play some? Or shall I play some and you watch? Why not? Feel free to boot up Dwarf Fortress on your computer and play along. I mean, I can't imagine how easy that would be with a single monitor, but who knows? I haven't played Dwarf Fortress on a 4K monitor. The next time I go around Dead Doberman's house, I might have to give it a whirl. I'll see if he's game. He may well want to play GTA 5 because, that game is gorgeous in 4K. And if you've got a 1070 in your PC, you can play it in 4K pretty much with all the graphics settings on full. It's bloody lovely. It's too gorgeous. Too gorgeous, I'm telling you. Far too gorgeous. Anyway, shall we smooth the library? Let's smooth the library. We've got these bookcases in the way, but I'm sure we can move them out of the way for the purposes of smoothing, right? Let's designate some smoothing. As you can tell, I've completely forgotten what I was doing prior to going on my break, so hopefully someone in chat will remind me when I deem it fit to take a look. Let's get this smoothing done. Smoothie, 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 smoothie. Speaking of smoothies, I made a smoothie today. We had some bananas going awfully brown and getting soft, so I thought rather than chuck them away, let's put them in the food processor. Bosh, there you go. Zhuzh them up with a little bit of apple, a couple of, 3 plums in fact, and see how it tastes. And it was quite good, a little bit too viscous, so I added a little dash of apple juice, and we all agreed that it tasted passable. I personally wouldn't say it tasted amazing, or it was fantastic, or anything of the sort, but it tasted okay. Let's get to that. Let's actually smooth the floor. I was removing those designations for smoothing the floor, but now I think about it, I think I want the floor smoothed. Let's make this a beautiful library, suitable for the storage of the most august tomes. August. I'm not even totally sure what that word means. I think I'm using it correctly. I think I have the correct context, but we'll see. We will see. Okay. There's a lot of people in the hospital. Oh, because I made it a temple to a very popular god. That may well be having a detrimental effect on the people in the hospital trying to recover, but we'll find out soon enough. I'll unpause the action and see if they complain. What about a 1080? If you've got a 1080, you shouldn't have too much trouble playing most things in 4K with reasonably high settings, I reckon. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not the most recent games, but certainly anything that I've got on my Steam library. Excuse me. Okay, let's not sit here staring at the temples. Let's get out of here and have a look and see what's going on up here. They're doing quite well with the old adamantine being brought up from the mining faces, but are they doing the strands? Let's take a look at the Craftsdorf workshop. Extract metal strands, they're doing it, but where are they going? Are they sitting in here? That's the Boas workshop, stop it. Marble, paradise, nut wood bolts. We need an ammo stockpile. And rapido. Let's have a look down here. Have I got an ammo stockpile? Weapons, gems, cloth, leather. Finished goods. We don't have an ammo stockpile. I think it's time to dig another stockpile room. Whoa. Scoundrel, calm down, calm down. Let's make this priority number 1. Priority number 1, extra stockpile room. 2, in fact. Let's do 2 stockpile rooms. This stockpile room here, now this is going to be for adamantine thread. I'm not going to make it too big because I get the feeling I'm going to want to actually... we've had a happy accident. I might need to have a happy change of pants. Bear with me one moment. Of course, in the context of this, I'm using the English colloquial form of pants to mean underpants as opposed to trousers, as I believe they do in the United States of America. Yeah, potato, motherfuckers. let's no one calls it a potato though. Nobody. Who calls it a potato? Nobody anywhere calls them potatoes unless they're in some really weird sort of accent grouping. Oh yeah, that's a potato. Oh, hang on. I committed a heresy. Oh no, it's alright, I didn't do a full heresy, I only did a partial heresy. I nearly did a single shift room, which, you shouldn't do these days. It's 2018 for fuck's sake. Can't do single shift rooms. There we go, that's made a nice little storeroom. This can be for adamantine threads, this can be for ammo, and this can be for stuff and things, you know, bits and bobs, all the kind of stuff that lays around a fortress, clutters the place up, causes discombobulation and strife among your dwarves. People from Maine sort of say, potato. That's terrible. I sort of know Maine would be... It was JFK. Is his... no, he was Boston, wasn't he? It's wicked cool. No, I can't do a Boston. I can't do American accents to order. I can do a sort of generic Americanese drawl kind of thing, but I don't know. I think that's very non-specific. I think to any American ear, they would be like, that's not an accent I recognise. I am not convinced by your pathetic attempt to emulate my variety of national dialects. You disgust me. Get out! That's what would happen. That's what would happen. Do Canadians say a potato? Say what you want, but I'd love to visit Canada. Canada seems like a good place. Like a fun time. And just tons and tons of empty space. I worked with a guy once who constantly went on about how his son immigrated to Canada and had this massive property, and you know, you can just go out and build a house wherever because the planning laws are so much better. All right, Mr. Tory, settle yourself down. Come on. Yeah, it did sound good though, to be fair. I like the sound of it. Also, I think the Irish don't say potato at all. Osmosis Jones, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So much empty space. Empty space. How do I miss the context of almost every other line said in chat? What space are we talking about here? Come on, Bellag. Furnish me with context. Help my feeble little mind comprehend. You can come here to Sweden or Finland. We're pretty much two mini Canadas. Well, that's nice. Maybe I'll have to check them out. Maybe one day I'll have the kind of money that will allow for that kind of international travel. But right now, I'm in a pretty stay-at-home situation. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, I got my PC. I get to do lots of streaming. It's great. Kel's getting a holiday this year. She's going with her mum to Barbados. It's been a lifetime dream. So, you know, thought we'd put some money aside for that while I was working. And it's been booked for ages. But I'll be at home with the kids for that week. So there'll probably be very disrupted streams. There won't be much opportunity for me to do it. I'll be managing everything alone. But that's not for a while yet, so let's not worry about that. Oh, empty space in Canada, of course. But look, I'm a fool. I should have grasped the concept immediately, but every time I look away at the game and I think about something else, my brain gets completely derailed from what's going on in chat, and I debase myself most grossly. Most grossly. So much empty space. What is this empty space? Oh man, this could be my break into the meme space, the memosphere. I could get one of those memes done about me with that guy looking at the butterfly, and I could be saying, "Is this an empty space?" Oh, maybe. I mean, it's a bit of a shit meme for me, to be honest. I mean, I don't deserve that kind of recognition. No one's going to get it. That's the thing. That's the thing. You can't do memes from the Scoundrel streams. They're just not well established enough. Oh dear, I'm drinking a cup of tea that I've made in the mug that I had my coffee in without washing it out, and it's a mistake. Let me just say that. Anyone who's considering making a cup of tea right now and they're looking at a mug from which they've had coffee with still a fair amount of residue on the sides of the mug, I would say don't do it. The tea itself is not too bad, but every time you put your lips to the edge of the mug, you'll get that extra zing of coffee, and it just doesn't go. Just doesn't go. And there's the odour as well. The aroma affects the flavour, as we all know. The olfactory organ connected to the tasty organ. Tasty organ. Sorry for the cuddy noises there, I apologise. Although those of you who are seeking ASMR content will no doubt be sliding your fingers under the band of your undergarments by now. So just everybody else look away and ignore it. Don't worry. It happens. It's the internet. If we've learned anything from the advent of the internet, is that if you display anything to enough people, one of them is going to masturbate to it. Fact. True fact. Scoundrel fact. I've derailed myself completely. I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed of my terrible joke that I'm just completely sitting here in a state of abject, like, self-flagellation. I'm sitting there thinking, why did you say that out loud? What possessed you to think that those words in that order would make anybody think, yay, this guy's so cool? But it's actually probably true. I mean, maybe it's a glum view of humanity, but it's, holy shit. Who's hogging all the frames? Is the game rejecting my humour? Is it looking at what I'm saying and thinking, this man must be punished? Let us remove his frame rates. 6 frames a second. Holy shit, we are 94 frames a second down. This is bad. This is bad. What's happened? What's happened? Did I miss a breach into the circus or something? Something's happened. Oh no, Osmosis Jones is running on limited battery, so good luck there. Hopefully you'll reach a charging station before the terrible event, but if not, don't let your phone go flat. I mean, much as I love people watching my stream, I wouldn't want to leave you stranded without any forms of telecommunication. Of course, you may well be at home and not in need of it, in which case, burn that battery down. But, you know, if you're out and about, you know, watching, perhaps on a work toilet or something, don't completely deplete your power resources. That would mortify me. Mortify. Right. Anyway, what's happening here? How are we losing so many frames? Let's check all the floors and figure out what's going on. Could it be these boys? Could they be constantly thinking about whether they should move or not? Maybe. IKEA has probably stolen the frames. Probably. That would be the most likely candidate. IKEA or some kind of imp or something. Although those Kias are thieving bastards. Thieving bastards from New Zealand. How dare you? Not that I have anything in particular against New Zealand. Seems like an interesting place to visit as well. I think I've got some relatives out there. Not direct, like close relatives, but I've met them at least once. I met them at my mum and dad's house relatively recently, within the last 6 years. Seem like cool dudes. The one who's directly related to my mum is a fireman. So, ooh, exciting, eh? Part of the New Zealand Fire Service, or whatever it's called. I don't know. I'm unaware. Okay, Cupo can't jerk off without the floating head. Oh, I do apologise. I will try to rectify it at some point in the future. We'll get the floating head back, and hopefully you'll be able to discharge your prostate more easily, with greater ease, or at all. I hope it's not an absolute requirement, because that would be a shame, because that would mean you had not been able to do so up until the point that you came across my stream, which I can only imagine as an agonised existence filled with misery. So if that is the case, I apologise for not, being there sooner. Ah, dear. Oh my god, just in what am I talking about? Oh, Zan Ishmaelikot, the bone carver, has been found dead. It's murder. I think it's time to appoint some justice, dwarves. Let's take a look over here at the nobility screen. Okie dokie, let's take a look here. We need a hammerer and a what now? A sheriff? We haven't got sheriff as an option. What does a hammerer do exactly? Intriguing. You probably didn't really need to respond to that comment. No, probably not. But sometimes I look at chat and I see things written down and I go, yeah, I'll just talk about that for some reason because I'm an idiot. Bone carver cancels report crime. Unconscious. Oh dear. I'm hoping it's not a circus invasion because we haven't yet had a notification of circus breach. But we'll see. We'll see. You're using your phone as a router. Oh my goodness. The techno levels have reached 9,000. This is true next level plays. New Yorker. New Yorker. That's my best American accent. It's not very good, but it's mine. Anyway, let's appoint a hammerer. Fuck it, let's see what we got. We've got Hiki Jiki with no relevant skills, Rando 303 with no relevant skills, JC Experience with no relevant skills, Jim, no relevant skills. I'm guessing none of these people have relevant skills because they'd be at the top of the list if they did. Let's quickly scoot down. Wait to see if we can... Oh, hang on, did someone flash up with a relevant skill? Oh no, leaving vacant flashed up with just nothing. So there is that. Maybe we pick someone with very good hammer skills? No, that sounds like madness, because someone will get booked for a minor crime, a valuable member of the fortress, and they'll splatter their brains all over the floor. That's not something we need to happen. We need to pick someone with feeble arms. This should be a token position. A token position. He should give them a little bump on the head with the little hammer, bring up a little lump, and if they did a really bad crime, if they done the worst of crimes, just chuck them in the volcano. I can't wait. We haven't chucked anybody in the volcano yet, have we? I mean, I did say I was going to throw all elven books in the library. In the library? No, in the volcano. But I ended up not doing it. Okay, let's figure this out. I'm having a guess here. I'm thinking we've got a vampire. Oh, sorry, hammerer. We'll leave this till later on. Let's have a quick look at Dwarf Therapist and see if we can uncover any untoward figures in the fortress. Any naughty vampires knocking around, giving people jip. If we go to the military screen, sort by nothing and sort by kills, we can see that Erib still has his 161 kills, but they all seem relatively explainable, you know? He's killed a bleak crone, a load of Sasquatches. Mind you, what is a bleak crone? Being in the situation where he can kill Donu Berrybones, the bleak crone, did he find himself confronting a vampire and somehow being contaminated with vampiric blood? That's the question. That's the question. Thicket also has killed a Sasquatch. Maybe the Sasquatch zone has a vampire infection. That could be a problem. If the place where all these people are killing the Sasquatches when they come over here actually has vampires, they could be sending them all over the place. Then again, doesn't Dwarf Therapist hide vampiricism? Or am I crazy? Let's take a look at their attributes. Has anyone got ridiculous skills? Ridiculously across the board. Sort by total skill levels. Who's our most skilled dwarf? Let's scroll down all the way to the bottom. Our most skilled dwarf is Bergendurf. Well, I don't think Bergendurf is a vampire. I think Bergendurf is a highly trained military killing machine. And therefore, I mean, look at this. Look, 20, 20, 14, 17. This is why he's coming up at the top of the list. He hasn't got any kind of vampiric fun time abilities. Maybe can we sort by attributes? Attributes. Can I sort by attributes? No, I can't. Okay, let's go back to sorting by nothing, and maybe look and see if any names come across the board, top of the list. Bergendurf and Moses and Zassit. Moses, Fuzzy Logic and Tosid. Moses, okay, you've come up twice. Bergendurf. Moses not in... Oh no, Moses is not far from the top here. Endurance, let's have a look. Moses, where are you? Oh, Moses has slipped down the list in this case, but he's still suspicious. He's still suspicious. Let's look at recuperation. Moses? No, he's dropped off the charts. Analytical ability? No. Social sense, spatial sense, social awareness? No. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll have to just leave it for now and see. I'm not getting any real strong hints as to who may be meditating on fame. You know what? A vampire's likely to be like a worshipper of someone fairly bad, right? Obok stumbling obliviously. Let's just check our happiness levels. Let's just make sure. Can I sort by happiness? Thank you. Let's do it again so it's the other way around. All the bad people at the top. Obok and Super Chaser. Well, Super Chaser we understand. He's walled in. He's lycanthropic. He's got a corpse in there with him. He was being haunted mercilessly by the person he killed, so we can understand some problems there. Obok is stumbling obliviously. Horrified at the unknown thought. Interest after watching a performance. Blah, blah, blah. He doesn't seem to have anything particularly wrong with him, but okay. Fair enough. Oh, that was Obok the Miner. He was going loopy last time. Well, at least he's just stumbling obliviously rather than running around killing people. His legs are uncovered, his torso is uncovered, and his feet are uncovered. Oh, that's Super Chaser. He's in the buff, mainly because of his lycanthropy, I would imagine. Okay, anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, equipment. No, Obok's still wearing all his clothes. He's fine. Anyway, let's go back to the fortress and let some stuff develop. Let things happen. Let things happen. We may have a vampire Super Chaser, but I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. So, let's look at that announcement. He's been found dead. Let's zoom to the location. Where was he found dead? Oh, he was found dead in the hospital. That does actually make a lot of sense. Maybe we don't have a vampire. Let's go back over to Dwarf Therapist quickly and look where I failed to look before. Health. Where is... Because we haven't refreshed the dwarves yet. Who died? What was his name? His name was Robert Paulson. I don't know. Maybe if we just sort by diagnosis and recovery. This person's been diagnosed. That's good. Cleaning, crutch, dressing. Lots of people have got dressings on. Upper front teeth missing. Oh my god. Left cheek infected. Head infected. Cannot stand. Unconscious. Holy shit. Are any of these people military? No. Huh. Okay. Who's immobilised? Well, apparently nobody's immobilised. Needs suturing, surgery. Someone needs surgery. Ushat, what surgery do you need? Cannot stand, thirsty, unconscious, right foot, first toe, tissue cut apart and smashed. Okay, we can live with that. Sutures, who needs those? A few people. Traction, infection. Who's got an infection? Erdim and Ushat. Erdim has infected left cheek and head, and Ushat has an infected neck. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's look at ROPS. Drowsiness, exhaustion, hunger. Anyone super hungry? These two guys? Unib? Unib, where are you? You're a farmer. That's an irony, isn't it? You shouldn't be hungry. And Hiki-Jiki's also hungry. Why are you hungry, lad? What's so bad? What's making you so hungry? Well, it makes sense that Unib would be unable to do it because they cannot stand. They're currently unconscious. Unib, what's your role? You're the mayor. Oh, you were. Let's refresh. Let's let the dead dwarf fall off the list. Then take another look. Who's hungry? Who's hungry? Ah, they've disappeared off the list. That's good. That's good. Who's conscious? Let's see. There's unconsciousness here. There's immobilisation, but not unconsciousness. Unconscious. Unconsciousness. Vision. Maybe it's consciousness. Ability to stand. Ability to grasp. Arterial damage, bleeding, blood loss, breaks and fractures, breaking, fever, gutted, lacerations, ligaments, movement impaired, nausea, nerve damage, numbness, pain, paralysis, tendons, vision, other damage, paralysis. Is anyone paralysed? No. Huh. Okay. We've got a vampire. Put him in the chamber with you. That's an interesting fight I'd like to see. Weird Lizard versus Vampire. Super Chaser. We may have to do that. We may have to. There's a special message if it's a vampire. Found drained of blood. Oh, okay. It wasn't a vampire. He just died in his hospital bed. Of course he did. Let's stop being so superstitious and get back to the activities in hand. Making this fortress a glorious homestead for all. In which case, let's unpause the action and take a look at the bedroom floor. See if they've dug much of that out. Not a huge amount. Oh shit, we need to make an order of doors. JM. Are doors on the orders? Oh, we need more doors. Q, D, O, O, R. And I would like rock doors. Could make some lead doors. We've got a lot of lead laying around. Sod it. Let's just make rock doors. For now, it'll do. How many do I want? Jeez, give me a load. 40. Double the normal random number chosen for ordering. Oh, look. Oh no, I thought no, that's one silver bookcase forged and some metal strands forged. Okay, well, we'll place those later on. How many beds have been made? Can I put a bed in here? I can, and we have a number of beds. Very finely crafted beds, I don't doubt. Let's plop them in all these rooms. There we go, bed. Definitely still placing beds, that's good. We'll pop one in here even though it's barely dug out. Cool. We've got doors. No, that's mining. BD is what we want. There we go. Let's pop a door in here. Oh, we've got a load of doors. Don't know why I just ordered so many. That's okay though. I'm sure we'll find use for a lot of doors. I'm sure we will. Here we go. Just putting them everywhere. Placement building present? Not really. I would really like to put it down here. No? There we go, now I can do it. Let's put another door in here. These bedrooms are absolutely minuscule. Pity the fool who decides to move in when they don't have to. Okay, so we've done that. Back up to F1. The frames are all back again. No, they're not. They're back down to 8 frames a second. Not optimal. Could be to do with the number of dwarves, actually. Let's have a quick look and see how many people are prattling around in our fortress. 143 adults, 12 children, and 2 babies. It still doesn't seem like that would suddenly make such a precipitous drop. we were doing okay before. Let's head down a couple of levels. Let's see what's going on down here. Something going on in here. We've got people in the stairwells, presumably doing stuff. Oh, moving to and from the temples, most likely. Obok, the stumbling shambler, is currently in the temple of the god of death and rebirth. Excuse me, bad hiccups. There's the bedrooms. Excuse me, more bad hiccups. Not that there's any good hiccups when you're streaming, you understand. Here's our adamantine stockpile building up nice and raw. We were going to put in here a stockpile for threads. Threads. Cloth, I think, is the over category. The over category. I am the over category. I lead and encompass all subcategories. Which category are you? Don't know why I said that. That was a very odd thing to say. Let's go down here to cloth and say we don't want silk, so we forbid it. I forbid plant threads. I forbid yarn threads, and I also forbid silk, cloth, plant cloth, and cloth yarn and cloth metal. Just in case we make some adamantine cloth by accident, we'll keep it in there. Cool. That's nice and dug out. The miners are having a terrible time. Maybe I've designated too much stuff and the miners are having too many issues deciding what to do next. I mean, that could be a thing, right? That could be a thing. Anyone got any thoughts on what could be causing the sudden demise of my frame rate? Oh, we've got some more smoothing to do. Designate smooth. We'll smooth these lovely hot rocks here. Ooh, lovely hot rocks. And that little marker there. And then we'll put a door in as well. BD. Lovely. And maybe a table. Oh, so, nope, there's no table and chairs in there. And a chair. There we go. Nice little office. All set up for somebody who wants one. In fact, has this one been assigned? No, this has not been assigned yet. Let's assign this to someone who needs an office. Bish. Assign the chair. Right. So, Nunchaku Chaku has one. Bemble as Aaron Besmar has one. And Aban Tumatok has one. Does the mayor need an office? I'm not sure he does. In fact, let's abandon this for one moment and look to see who actually wants an office. The mayor has a requirement. He wants an office. Okay, the mayor can have an office. It's a fairly big one, it will do. So let's click on here, assign the chair, and where's the mayor? There is Unib Cathiliden. There we go. And auto-allocates to mayor on. Aha! You see what I'm doing here? So I go over to here, and this is... Oh, it's not anyone's yet. Okay, what about this one? This is the bookkeeper's, so auto-allocate to bookkeeper. Aha, you see what I'm doing here? Auto-allocate to manager, bang. And what's this? Whose office is this? Auto-allocate to broker. There we go, everyone gets an office. Isn't that nice? And this one is still available for someone to be assigned. Okay, so let's take a look at our noble screen again. Well, the mayor's not satisfied with his office, but okay, we can sort that out, that's fine. It can be decent. It needs a decent dining room too, and 2 chests. One cabinet, 1 weapon rack, 1 armour stand. I think we can do a weapon rack and an armour stand for him, no problem. Let's sort his bedroom out in a minute. I'm suddenly turning my gaze to the nobles. I don't know why. Why do you not clean up the rubble lying around everywhere? I'm sort of hoping that they'll get round to it, because they should be bringing it all through to the stone stockpiles as it's needed. Then again, we do need to churn through some of this stone a bit faster, don't we? Is there any way I can make them only make stuff from the stone in the stockpile, therefore driving all the unstockpiled stone back into it? Oh look, we're up to 26, 27 frames a second. Something's improved, I don't know what, but something has. Oh, we need an ammo stockpile, don't we? Oh, they haven't dug out the room big enough yet. Never mind. They'll get round to it. We'll come back and we'll find it. Maybe I should just put an ammo stockpile next to the bower's workshop. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it. I was going to put more workshops in here, but I can't think of anything we need to immediately produce. So let's go here, make an ammo stockpile. Bang. Lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. We should place that silver bookcase down in the library as well, but let's not get distracted from our quest to satisfy nobility. Captain of the Guard, what do you need? Do you need an office? No problem. Erib, you get in an office. Your office is this one. Oh, actually, is this one taken yet? There we go. You can have this one. Captain of the Guard, boom, you have an office. Although, maybe we should put that near the barracks. No, we'll put it in the office section. Here we go. Erib, Captain of the Guard. Boom. There we go. Does the militia commander... Oop, wrong key. Does the militia commander require an office? Oh, these ones have their requirements for an office met. And in fact these... Bemball has a better one than he needs. That's nice. Or does he? Is that what white means? Holdings office needs meagre office. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so the chief medical dwarf doesn't have a position. Oh, because Doc went nuts, didn't he? That's the thing. I'm going to have to go to Dwarf Therapist again and look for a new chief medical dwarf. Let's go over there and have a look now. Let's have a look. An advice for you all. If you start drawing something just a little to midnight, if you then finish it and you just want to do a little more before going to bed, don't start colouring the damn thing. I get the feeling that you're currently engaged in an annoyingly long task that you thought would be shorter. Am I right? Are my psychic powers working? Oh, see you in a bit, Osmosis Jones. Anyway, labours. Here we go. Let's look at the doctoring labours. So we've got some diagnosis, we've got some surgery, bone setting. No one can do bone setting. Oh no, we have got a bone setter. Suturer. We've got anyone who can do suturing? Come on, click on it. No, no suturers. We've got a lot of wound dressers. I think best person to have as the chief medical dwarf is the best diagnostician, right? Which is this guy, Cadol Daznaztimush. Cadol Daznaztimush. Okay, you are going to be our chief medical dwarf. Old Cadol. Let's go back to the fortress. Chief medical dwarf, Cadol. There we go. Competent diagnostician. Good enough for me. Competent is just fine. Let's have a look at your needs. Doesn't have any needs. Oh, I would have thought the chief medical dwarf would need an office, but apparently not. Should we fill the hammerer position? Should we do that? It's more or less of you getting bored and more needing to sleep. That's true, yeah. You start, if you get into something just before you should have gone to bed, you just sort of get drawn right into it and you end up knackering yourself. You're feeling horrible the next day, says the man streaming at 10 to 1 in the morning. Ah, dear. Who should I make the hammerer? What criteria make for a good hammerer, I wonder? I'm not really familiar with the intricacies of dwarven justice. I mean, we don't even have a prison right now. We don't even have a prison. Should we make some silver chains and build a prison? I think we should. I think we should. For hammerer, I'm just going to quickly look and see if there's anyone who's particularly excited by justice. Oh, hang on, it's going to take forever to look through all of their desires and find someone who wants justice. Let's just assign any old rando to be the hammerer. Well, we don't want them in the military. We don't want them in the military, so let's sort by squads. Excuse me, I'll take you over to Dwarf Therapist with me. I apologise for leaving you over there on a boring old menu. Let's look over here. We'll sort by squads. We don't want anyone in the crystalline balances. We don't want anyone in the glove bars. We don't want anyone in the armoured creeds. Let's have a look. Squad. What's Orchimedes up to? He's meditating on fame, as is Adil. Maybe the dwarves have become conscious and started to realise that they're now being watched internationally in another world, in another dimension indeed. Maybe that's why they're meditating on fame. What's this guy doing? He's praying to Akil, the cavernous glove. Okay, interesting. Who would be a good hammerer? Meditating on rebirth, praying to Knockgol, meditating on lakes, meditating on fame, praying to Gertol Scooped Baby, meditating on death. Let's read these dwarves again just to make sure. I don't know. I don't really know by which criteria I should be judging them. I don't know why I'm looking at all their praying and meditating things. That seems crazy. Mistem is detailing a wall. I didn't ask them to engrave anything. I only asked them to smooth. Oh my goodness, things are getting out of hand in the fortress. Meditating on rebirth. Oh, Ratnik. That's deep. I am 12. Meditating on death. Risen. You are currently a stonecraft. Oh, do we really want to take him out of the stonecrafting loop? You know what? Hammer Dwarf. You're a Hammer Dwarf. Risen is Ramigroth. Let's have a look at him. Can easily fall in love or develop positive feelings, is prone to hatreds, is slow to anger, is somewhat quarrelsome, is quite ambitious, takes offered helps and gifts without feeling particularly grateful, doesn't mind wearing something special now and again, has little time for forgiveness and will generally seek retribution, generally acts impartially. I think if we say he has little time for forgiveness, I think that's a good quality for a hammerer. Risen is Ramigroth. We're going over to the fortress and we're going to find you. Hammerer, away! So, Risen. Where is he? Risen. I don't see him. Rigoth? That's not him. Risen. It was Risen. R-I-S-E-N. Am I right there? Let's quickly go back to Dwarf Therapist on my own. Yeah, R-I-S-E-N. Let's find him. Dubik, Dosim, Besmar, Iteb, Sakazol, Olon. Risen. Oh, there he is. Aha! Risen, the Stonecrafter. You are now our hammerer. You have no requirements. That's good. Let's order up some chains. JMQ. Chain. And I think we'll have some... I think we're going to have to go for silver chains, to be honest, because silver's really the only metal we've got in any abundance that I'm willing to use. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a silver chain, and I would like 6 of them, please, because we're going to use some for chaining people up and some for traction things. Have we got any cages? You know what? I'm going to make some cages out of silver. No, not silver. What should we make the cages out of? Cage. Iron, gold, silver, copper, nickel, zinc, bronze, brass, steel, platinum, electrum, tin, fine pewter, trifle pewter, lay pewter, lead, aluminium, nickel, billion, silver, sterling silver, black bronze, rose gold, bismuth bronze, adamantine, multicoloured metal, singing metal, can't do any of these crazy ones at the end, wooden cage. Let's go for... Fuck it, we'll make a load of silver cages. Maybe that'd be a good thing to keep werewolves in. Who knows? Seems cruel, to be honest. Seems cruel. Just smelt goblinite for iron. Potusheno, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I believe this is your first time here, so welcome. Excuse me. But I don't think we have any goblinite at the moment. I'll have to look through our stores and see what we've got. But we could melt something down for iron. I did buy, I think, an entire caravan last time, so we should have some stuff lying around. Let's have a look. Let's go and look in the stores and see what we've got in the stocks. How do I hate this screen. I really hate this screen. It makes so little sense to me. Tab mode. Bars. Oh no, we need stuff that's going to be melted, don't we? Oh, shite. Search. E enhanced view. Is that good? Well, this makes even less sense. What am I looking at here? Owned, caged, clear all, enable all, toggle grouping. Well, fuck me, bandy. Every time I look at this screen, my brain starts to melt. What am I... Okay, this is presumably a list of everything. Oh, we can search. Capital S. Let's have a look for iron. What have we got? Iron bars, 2. Iron battle axe, iron pick, iron toy axe, iron warhammer. Okay, let's melt both of these. Can I just press M and get that up? What? No! Oh, for fuck's sake. E, capital S, iron. There we go. So this has been given a melt order. What about this? Can't order that. It's got a J order. What's that? In job. Oh, okay. A kid's currently playing with it. Oh, maybe we shouldn't melt all the kids' toys. That's not really fair. Do you want to melt the iron warhammer? Maybe we could do. It's not in an inventory. We don't. Let's melt it down. The iron battle axe is, but we'll let them play with that. The iron pick is not in inventory either. You know what? Let's melt that down too. We'll get some iron. How can I filter it just by metal materials? Is that something I can do? How does you got no goblinite? That's very rude to your dwarves. That's very cruel. Well, I mean, it's not my fault. The goblinite just isn't coming. We've got some elfinite, but that's infinitely less satisfying. Of course, you know, capturing live elves and throwing them into the volcano would have been fun, but sadly it didn't happen. Wait a minute. Let me just check something. No elves. Just a couple of crundles down here. Nothing worth writing home about. Don't grab a pen just yet and start penning a missive to your mother. Nothing exciting has happened, okay? Good. Okay. Oh, Nunchaku Chaku, the broker, is throwing a tantrum. That's a little bit disappointing, Nunchaku Chaku. How dare you? Calm yourself down. Searching is a function of DF hack. Woe to those who play without it. Well, I am playing with DF hack, but I don't really know how to use that search thing. It's just confusing for me. Need logs? Need logs? Well, it just so happens we have quite a lot of logs available here to be cut down. So let's cut these bastards down. Cut those bastards down. Bang. Lots of wood available for happy fun time carpentry and other fun things. We've built most of these walls in, that's good. We're starting to wall off the volcano, just to guard against easy fire imp incursion. Because, god damn it, that's a sad way for a fortress to go. It's a sad way. Oh, we've run out of violet spessartines to cut, apparently. Osmosis Jones is back with 8% battery. Oh my god. He's chasing the dream. He's right on the edge of oblivion. Let's hope he can hold it together. Voliol and Potusheno says to Voliol, Dwarf Fortress should get streamers against those who play without Dwarf Hack. Just make sure they suffer. That's interesting. Send people extra screamers. Presuming that's a Dwarf Fortress monster that I just haven't come across yet. What's that you're carrying? Is that a Kakapo body? Have you killed a Kakapo? Kill a Kakapo. Let's look at him. Let's see what he's doing. Who is this person? Who are you? Oh my god. I cannot just stand by. There's no need to feel vengeful. Old Cadol Teshkandilastast, or Cadol Price Church, the planter. Got no idea what he's doing. I missed his inventory. I must have pressed the wrong key. Let's just let him carry on with this day. Let's watch that frame rate plummet again from 100 down to somewhere, hopefully, in the mid-30s. That would be nice. Oh, fuck. Still, it'll do. We're still chugging along. We're doing okay. We're not yet defeated by the frame demons. Oh no, it's all good. Those of you watching on YouTube may have noticed how I've gone way beyond the 30-minute threshold. That's right, I'm doing another hour-long video, just for you. Hopefully you like that kind of thing. Or maybe not. Maybe you're currently rushing to go out and you've thought, I'll just watch one of Scoundrel's videos. He normally attempts to keep them about half hour long. And now you're sitting there looking at your watch going, I want to see the end of this, but I gotta go. Oh no. And then you don't get there in time. And everybody in your family dies because you weren't there to testify in the crazy dystopian sci-fi court that they were being tried in. See? Things could be worse. Stop moaning. Anyway, I've really lost myself now. What am I doing? I'm off the rails completely, talking nonsense. I mean, such as it usually is at 1 in the morning. Oh, we've made 20 lead bookcases. That's nice. Oh no, Inod the Bard has slipped into depression. Of course he has. Let's see if adding a few bookcases to the old library can cheer him up. Oh look, they can stand on the bookcases to do the smoothing. That's good. Let's place some more bookcases. Build bookcase. Where is it? Bookcase, 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 bookcase. Here, bookcase. Where are you? There we go. Oh, Alt-C, bookcase. Let's pop a bookcase here, and 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 here, here, and here, 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 and here, and then a couple here and here, and then we can place more bookcases in the middle of the room like this. Oh my, look how many bookcases we're putting down. This is ridiculous. We've got so many other things, man. We're going to have all the books. So many books. We do need some tables in here, don't we, for reading, so I should probably do that. Is that nice? I like that. That's quite a nice little looking. It's a bit off-centre though, isn't it? It's not quite right. If I put another line here, are we good? I think we're good if I put another... No. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. Let's disassemble. Just as Johnny 5 was so afraid of. Cool. No, that's... No. Remove building. Remove building. Suspend construction. Remove building. There we go, it's gone. Cool. Oh, hello, what's this? A beekeeper has been possessed and taken by a mood. Oh my. Where is old Ral? somewhere on the screen. Oh, is this... Where's my cursor? Oh, this is the one here. Look, Ral. Possessed by unknown forces. Let's see what this leads to. Okay, we're following. Let's see where they go. They're going slowly. They're not moving fast. I'm not sure why they're all over the side of the volcano. Oh, they're collecting all that wood, aren't they? He was out in the woods looking around all the chopped logs thinking, what should I bring home next? And then he went... Da, 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 and had an amazing idea. Actually, no, he's got an exclamation mark over his head. He would have gone... I can't do the Microsoft Metal Gear drink noise. He's going down, hopefully to the the industrial zone. Is he going to go for a crafts dwarf shop, or what's going to happen here? What do beekeepers usually do? How do they behave? Okay, he's going towards... He's gone past the carpenters. This is a crafts dwarf. He's gone to the nearest crafts dwarf workshop, and it's a claim. Ral has claimed. Let's see if he can get his ingredients. Let's follow him again. I'm intrigued. I'd like to know what you're looking for, Ral. My little beekeeping chum. He's gone for a bit of rock. Nothing too exciting, but... Whoa. Oh, if you are going to do that horrible coffee cup tea combo, don't leave the tea till it's cold before you drink it. Yuck. Disgusting. Disgusting. You need to build a wall, trademark. Possessed mood does not give clear instructions, usually. Oh, dear. Well, so far so good. He's gone to get stuff. Oh, what's he picked up there? Is that a bit of galena he's got? Let me have a look at his... what's he carrying? Inventory. Llama wool. Tetrahedrite. Interesting. Very interesting. Although I'm sure tetrahedrite shouldn't be in that stockpile. What are you doing there? Picking up some more stone? No, that's got to be galena. That looks like galena. Is he moving with it? He's got it. He's got it. Let's just quickly look at this stockpile, because I'm pretty sure we shouldn't have any ores in there. Yeah, no metal ores. What's all that about, eh? What's all that about? Let's leave him collecting his materials and just quickly check. This is for all ores, right? Yeah. It is also full. That's a good point. Although there are 3 spaces, so that's nice. Lovely. Maybe we need to build another ore stockpile. That might be handy. We should probably build it out at the back of this place, right? Makes sense. Hang it out at the back of the magma forges. Could be good. Could be good. Q on workshop to see what he needs. I'm not mistaken. You are correct. We have done this before, but right now he's hauling some heavy ores. You wanker. Was he? Did he just... No, he didn't go in there and do a cheeky job. He must have been picking something up. Oh, he's still going. That's good. That's a good sign. It means we've got what he wants. I mean, we should have. We've bought so much shit. We have bought so much shit. Every time the caravans come, we're just buying everything. Oh, come on, lads. Don't make all these piles of bolts. Put them in bins. Bins! Dear, oh dear, oh dear. By the way, is there display cases now in vanilla version to show off cut elven ears and artifacts? I believe there are, but I haven't dabbled yet. Oh, while I'm thinking of dabbling, let's get down to the library and put a couple of... sort those bookcases out. Where is it? Library, here we go. A few more bookcases. Build bookcase. We do want one there. We do want one here. We do want one here, and 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 we do want one here. Lovely. Okay, so we also want a line between these, and that would mean a line between these also. How many we got left? We've got a few. And then like this. There we go. And then tables. Have a reading table here. And a reading table here. And then maybe a reading table. Oh, there's nowhere else we can really put chairs, is there? Maybe we could put a reading room off the back or something. Extra little reading room. 2 tables will have to do for now. That'll do for now. I just thought I had to unpause it, but I didn't. It was just a very low frame rate that made me think I had to unpause it. What a fool. What a fool. Poshushino says, I quit the game to wait for them. Tired of installing broken mods to get them. I think they're in here. I could be wrong, but they may be. Perky Pingu says, I asked in a previous stream, but I never heard the answer. Is this 4411? Also, can we has a summary of what's going on? This is 4410. My next fortress should be 4411, assuming that the lazy new pack is all up to date. Oh, Raoul's begun his mysterious construction. We can stop being concerned about what he does and does not require. Let me look back at here. Summary of what's going on right now. We could do. Although if you hang around to the end of the stream, I might stop the recording for YouTube and then do a sort of recap, if that's amenable to your needs, if that's a suitable response. Of course, feel free to deny that as a suitable response, but please belay those pitchforks and torches. What was I going to put in here? These were stockpiles. I mean, this was going to be for adamantine wafers, maybe? Is that what I was going to make there? You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect that up. Bosh, like the so. There we go. In fact, let's make it a 3-wide tunnel. Screw it. And then in here, we're going to make another stockpile. No, don't gather plants. Designate a stockpile for stone, but specifically metallic ores, because what the fuck? Oh, shit in a box and call it your grandma, as I once said in Dark Souls. P.S. Let's bring the marker up. Bash. Bosh. Bishy bashy bosh bosh. There we go. Lovely does it. Let's get rid of the stone for non-ore purposes. Forbid. Metal ores, sure. And also raw adamantine. Lovely. Absolutely bloody lovely. Although we don't... No, we got a place for raw adamantine. Let's not put it in there. Let's not confuse matters. We've got a whole room just for raw adamantine so it can get processed. It's going to be a lovely. Where did I make that thread stockpile? Is it this room? That is. That's the thread stockpile. We've already got a thread in here. Let's have a look. Has this applewood bin got anything in it? V? No. Nah, it's an exceptional applewood bin, but it's got nothing of interest in. And this we were going to use for something else as well, weren't we? But I can't think of what. What was cramming up our Crafts Dwarf workshop? Let's take a look here. Bolts, mainly. Maybe we should make another ammo stockpile. I did order a lot of bolts, didn't I? I got a bit silly with the bolts. And I say a bit silly, I got ludicrously silly with the bolts. How many empty bins have we got in store? Stocks. E-S... No. E-S... Bin. Bar block bin. Cloth bin. Finished goods bin. Gem bin. Older bin. Applewood bin. Yeah, we've got a load of bins. Are these bins? Is that a bin? That's a bin. We've got bins that aren't being used yet. Why are you not using the bins? Come on, boys. Sort with bins. Maybe, can I do something here? Maximum bin, 30. Okay. I mean, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right, okay. Well, at least that's not an explanation for why we have no bins. Oh, I'm glad you're okay with that, Perky. Good stuff. Got to download the latest lazy noob pack to start a new fort if there are display cases now available. We'll have to check. Let's have a little look. Bear with me one moment. I haven't installed any... oh, for crying out loud. There's a gremlin in the fortress. Let me just quickly look at... let's just go to JM... Oh, shite. JMQ. And if we look at display... Yeah, make a display case. They're in here. They're in the previous version to the current one. So if you get 4410, you'll get display cases. But be warned, your dwarves will be very psychologically fragile. I should have really upgraded to the next version, but I wanted to keep this fort going because, frankly, it's one of my most long-lived ever. In fact, I think it probably is my most long-lived fortress so far. So, hooray, hooray! What was I going to make? Shit. No, I was just checking to see if those display cases were available. Let's follow the gremlin and see what happens, and then maybe we'll finally get round to dealing with all the noble's desires, as I was trying to earlier. Where's he going? He's in a staircase. He's back at a cavern. Hello, where are you going? Where are you going, lad? You going down or up? He's going down. He's going down. What are you up to, lad? What's down there that could interest you? He's heading off into a dead end. This is a really boring location. I mean, part of me wants to kill him, but part of me wants to just wait for him to walk over a cage trap and get caught. That would be nice, because that reminds me, we do need to sort out Dwarven justice, don't we? We need to set ourselves up a nice little prison area, so our hammerer can actually get some judgments going on. Does the hammerer do the judgments, or does the hammerer just execute on someone else's judgment? No, the little bastard's just going up and down. He's not interested in actually coming into the fortress and causing mischief. He just wants to walk around and explore. Excuse me. Who said Dark Souls? Where is my Zweihander? Well, Potashina, you may mention Dark Souls, and I will eagerly take that as an opportunity to pimp my Dark Souls series. Oh, he's running away from someone. Look, he's a cowardly gremlin. Can we chase him through the cage traps? Anyway, I have played all of the Dark Souls games as a blind run, so I didn't know anything about them when I started them, and the videos are available on YouTube. The series for Dark Souls 1, the videos are over a week long, so be prepared to wait. Although there is a t-shirt available as a sort of commemorative thing if you manage to make your way all the way through. It displays all of my times I was killed on the back, like tour dates. Anyway, let's read this. Ral Irithumon, beekeeper, has created Fak Adil, a tetrahedrite mug. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Likot Arch Sculptures. Let's take a look at Fak Adil. Excuse me. Hiccups again. How terrible. Here we go. Where is it? Fakut. It's not here. Huh. Why is it not here? That's disappointing. The Sun Sets on Beauty, a tetrahedrite-bound codex. Very nice name. That's disappointing. Why have I got so many stone littering nice corridors? Designate a 1x1 dump zone near masonry and dump stone there. Just don't forget to re-allow dwarves to use it after. That's a very good point. That is a thing you can do. I've never really used the old quantum stockpiles before, but maybe I should start doing it. My fortresses are quite cluttered. They're quite messy. And Voliel has completed the drawing. Congratulations. Little light clapping so as not to spike the microphone too aggressively there. Hopefully you'll appreciate the intentions rather than the feeble delivery. Badly executed congratulatory clapping there. Hammerer just punched people who designated to be punched. Giving him some fancy adamantine hammer which weighs nothing helps preventing unwanted casualties. Good idea, an adamantine hammer. That might be a good thing to make as our first thing. There can be multiple pages of artifacts. Oh, okay. Aha! Okay. The unabridged tree, Dodok Heavens worked. There we go. Fak Adil, the drain of walls, a tetrahedrite mug. Let's take a look. Excuse me, let me just prepare my voice. This is a tetrahedrite mug. All craftsworkship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round galena cabochons and encircled with bands of cushioned tetrahedrite cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of galena. On the item is an image of Id Early Bronze, the black crone mate, and Orna Square-Thinned, the human, in silver. Orma Square-Thinned is striking down Id Early Bronze. The artwork relates to the killing of the bleak crone mate Id Early Bronze by the human Orma Square-Thinned in the Steps of Fortifying in 441. On the item is an image of tall crosses in lead. Nice. 33 grand's worth of mug. That's going to raise our fortress value a little bit. Rage perplexes the tactic of pleating. Nice. What's this like? Beauty coils, a crundlebone statue of Asri Blunt Tempests. Oh, a crundlebone statue. Let's take a little look. Let's take a little peek at this. This is a crundlebone statue of Asri Blunt Tempests. All craftsworkship is of the highest quality. The item is a masterfully designed image of Asri Blunt Tempests, Asri Blunt Tempest the human, and Ostu Brave Gleam, the clod of twilight. The Rock in Crundlebone by Ineth Ulrich Rosad. Ostatsu Bravegleam, the Cloud of Twilight, is striking down Asri Blunt Tempests. The artwork relates to the killing of the human Asri Blunt Tempests by the Rock Otstu Bravegleam, the Cloud of Twilight, in Gripped Squid in the Steppes of Fortifying. In the early summer of 135, during the rampage of the Rock Otstu Bravegleam, the Cloud of Twilight, in Gripped Squid. It is encircled with bands of trillion-cut pipe opals. This object menaces with spikes of crundlebone and alpaca wool. How do you make spikes of alpaca wool that stay? I mean, surely they're a temporary thing. You're just putting alpaca wool on it, right? Asmel Ron, the Merchant of Rage, a marble cabinet. I think we've seen that one. A giant magpie leather left midden, just the one. The Cloud of Miles, an obsidian weapon rack. Owned Scale, a firelight scepter. We've got a number of things here. Desert lime wood amulet. Uthrosesma honor wing. Oh my god. Perky Pinku says, oh my god, this voice, that's like a documentary for mugs. Oh, thank you very much. Apparently it's called monotone. People like it. They love it. If he will be forced to punch people barehanded, that will make him unhappy. Problem is, if you've got Hammerer from war veterans, well, let's just say one of my Hammerers smashed people to death barehanded. I have noticed that. We do have a couple of elite wrestlers knocking around, and, well, let's just say you don't want to get into a fight with them. You do not wish to be punished by them. Not by a long shot. Let's take a look at the Nobles screen again. That gremlin's still not doing anything of interest, I presume, having not looked. So the only people who have desperate requirements are the Mayor and the Captain of the Guard. Let's first turn to the Mayor and see what he wants. He wants a decent office. What does yellow mean? Are we close to a decent office? Is that what he wants? What makes an office better? I mean, the Mayor's office has been smoothed, right? Yeah, look, he's got this whopping great big smoothed office. What more could a man want in his workspace? Maybe we should engrave the walls here. Maybe we should do that. Is that going to work? Or is that crazy talk? Is that a bad idea? And here's the drawing in cracky quick picture format, which means I'll be going to bed about now. Well, night Volio. Let me have a quick look at that. I'm going to take a little glimpse. I'm going to roll the dice, take a risk, and open a link in chat, because I don't think you're going to post anything malicious. I could be wrong. This could be a wildly bad idea, but let's take a look. Ooh, very nice. Is this a forgotten beast of some nature? It's, I would say, a kind of... Is it a worm or a snake or a fish thing? It's maybe some kind of eel, I think. It's some kind of land eel squeezing a ghost with a sort of crest, a plated crest. Possibly Cyclopean architecture, I'm not sure. I'm not shoring. Just make an adamantine hammer, it's like being hit by a pillow. Okay, we'll do that. Nighty night, Voliol. Thank you very much for the art. Very nice. I like it a lot. It's good. It's a nice one. It's a nice forgotten beast. Let's go back to the game and see what's going on. I'll minimise my browser and... shit. A rock. Can you smell what the rock is laying? That's right, rocks are kinds of birds. They lay eggs. We're not talking about Dwayne The Rock Johnson here. There's a K in his name. Come on, you illiterate bastards. Get up to speed. The rock, Ostu Rukunulo Zosmob Zomus, has come. A bird of prey so large and ferocious it dwarfs many dragons. All beneath its mighty wings should fear the sky. Press enter to close the window. Let's. Okay, so where is it? Can I see it on the screen here? Here it is on the side, bottom left. Do you see it? That's Ostu Bravegleam the Clod. Let's take a quick look at the creature itself. Is it G? No, it's not G. N, Z. There we go. There we go. We've seen that bit. All beneath his mighty wings. Her feathers are white. Her skin is black. Her eyes are black. Black like a doll's eyes. Sorry. Getting a little bit over Jawsy there. Okay, so first things first, I believe we should issue an alert. That seems like the sensible thing to do. And Potusheno, of course, you have correctly pointed out that we should build a wall. Although it's a rock, it can fly. Walls are unlikely to bother it too badly. It's going to be fairly comfortable just going up. But still, do we follow it? Or do we immediately send the military out? I'm going to press M for the military screen, and again, because it didn't work the first time. And we're going to take a look at what we've got. I think we want to take the armoured creeds and position them outside the gate. Then we want to take... Is that an empty squad? Okay. Then we want to take the gloved bars and the crystalline balances and send them all out on a big sortie? What do we reckon here? Come, generals of chat, send me your strategies. Tell me what you think I should be doing. Yep, not very helpful against flying stuff, but you can always add a few fancy towers. That's true, that's true. We should put some kind of tower rooms up at the top of the volcano. We're missing an opportunity there. We could have lovely windows out onto enormous vistas. It would be beautiful. We've got one mace dwarf, one wrestler, one of 6 wrestlers, and one... What's this all about? 6 out of 10 wrestlers. I don't like the idea of wrestling a bird of prey larger than a dragon. This could be the end for CRYPTBEARDS 15, and I've been recording for 1 hour and 4 minutes. You know what? If this is the end, then so be it. We'll let the ending episode be an epic one. Let's see what happens. So, we're going to go and take the armoured creeds, and we're going to position them outside the fortress. And then, let me just zoom out to get some context for his position. Okay, he's bottom left. Well, no, he's bottom left. So we're going to come over here. We're going to go F1, squads. We're going to activate the armoured creeds. Boom. And we're going to take them and position them, which is move, M, outside here. Outside here. There we go. And maybe here. Okay, they're going to be stationed there, and hopefully they will attack the rock as soon as they see it. Can we set them to be schedule active training? Inactive. No, leave them as that. P, select individuals. Oh god, let's not go too crazy now. Then we select the gloved bars, and you know what? I think the gloved bars, A and B, and we move them to... Oh, fuck, where do we move them to? Inside or out? Do we have them sally forth immediately, or you know what, let's keep them with the ranged boys, so when the rock comes to attack them, boom, they've got some defense. How about that? Probably a bit of a crazy way. I should have just stationed everybody at once, but oh well. Next we need to turn to the military screen and look at alerts, because we can't have our civvies running around all over the place, can we? Let's assign them to the internal burrow, and hopefully they won't start going crazy in there if they're in there too long. We'll see what happens. Okay, are we all prepared? I mean, I'm busting for the toilet, so hopefully that's some kind of good omen for what's going to happen. Let's follow the rock to see where it's going. Where is it? There it is. And hopefully our military will make it out in time. Follow. There we go. Back to the thingy screen. Good. I'm unpausing. Hopefully the rock is a fairly slow mover. It shouldn't be. It can fly. I've lost it already on the screen. Where's it gone? Fucking hell. Where'd it go? Shit. Pause the action. Pause the action. Scoundrel, how did you lose the thing? You were following it. Did going into the squad screen stop it? Let's go up a few floors. Is it flying high? No? It doesn't seem to be flying high. Presumably it's on the screen still. What's happening? Where did you go? Maybe it flies so fast it just pinged off the screen. Let's press U. Is it U to locate... You know what? Let's let it come to us. Let's let it come to us. Let's not be fancy and follow it around. Let's get the lads in position and hopefully capable of defending the fortress. That's the dream. That's the dream. Hopefully everyone's inside by now. No one's knocking around outside too much. That'll be good. Okay, are we ready? Our military dwarves are all flooding outside, hopefully armed and armoured, ready to go. Let's... I'm getting worried now. I have a feeling we're going to get attacked. We're going to get attacked soon. Come on, lads. Everybody outside. Oh, there's a huge number of cancellations happening because everybody's stuck in the burrow, but whatever. Let's pause the action again. Z. Animals? Will the rock appear as an animal? No, I don't think it will. Ah, dear. How do I find it? How do I find dwarves? What screen is it? I could have sworn it was you, unit list, yeah. Oh, there we go, it is you. And we want others. Gremlin, naked mole dog, giant cave toad, Kia, great horned owl. Shit, no wonder we got no frames. Look at all the extra people in this fucking fortress. Hammer dwarf, lasher, human crossbowman. I'm presuming it's going to be near the bottom of the list, right? The crazy rock? No, we have rodent people at the bottom of the list. Where will it be? Should be on top and pulsating. Oh, okay. Okay, let's Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is on top. Duh. Uninvited guest. Let's zoom to their location and oh my. And follow. Right, we're following now. We know what's going on. So they're flying over the volcano. Even at our crippled frame rate, the thing is moving pretty rapidly. Heaven knows how fast it would go if we could have all of our frames. Heaven knows I'm flying fast now. Oh, I can see the bolts. I can see the bolts coming in. The rock swooping in. Let's pause. Okay. Let's pause for a second. Look at the quest. Look at the quest things. Okay, they stopped firing. Can we see the rock listed as a fighter? No, no. This is page 1 of 2. Let's go to the latest page. The dog is fighting. The farmer Leah the Lovely is fighting. Isn't Leah the Lovely dead some time ago? I mean, I've definitely seen her grave. So, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. You can use Q to search. Oh, okay, Bella. If only I'd known earlier. Orchimedes says, good evening, Scoundrel. Good evening, Orchimedes. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. You are joining us closer to the end of the stream than the start, but never mind. That sounded a little harsh and judgmental, didn't it? That's not how I meant it to come out. What I meant was, I'm sorry I'm not streaming longer, but it is 1:30 in the morning. But we're ending on a high note, a potential end of the fortress. We've got a rock attacking us. So, hopefully, we'll get to smell what it's cooking. Okay. Okay. We're still following the rock. We are. It's coming down. Oh, he's knackered somebody. Who did he knacker? Onel Thaktusos, a Marks dwarf. Let's quickly reference Dwarf Therapist and see if Onel was one of our lads. Onel. We've got an Olon, but no Onel. No Marks dwarf Onel. Maybe it's someone from the Fortress Tavern. One of those people who came and said, I want to fight monsters. Maybe they're actually rushing out and fighting the monsters. This is a turn up for the books. Let's resume the action. Continue following the rock. It's attacking somebody else. Who's it attacking now? Led Nomdamus. Sorry, I didn't go back to Dwarf Fortress. I'm just going to check him out. Is he one of our lads? Led Nomdamus. No, unless he's already dead. But it looks like we've still got everybody alive. 5, 6, 6. That's the right numbers. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, let's go back to the fortress. Figure out what's going on. Led God Guild is overcome by terror. Understandably, of course. The rock is a terrifying creature, and we shouldn't succumb to that fear. Where's the rock gone? I've lost it. There it is. There he is. Look at that little bad boy. Let's follow it, and also set our squads to attack. I seem like... Actually, let's go to the S screen. Oh, we can't be in there and follow it. That's a shame. That's a shame. Escape. Follow. Okay, and we'll just follow it and see how it goes on. It's coming towards our doors. Pause. They're already rushing it, but let's just make it official and put an order in. A, B, C. Everybody, if you wouldn't mind, please attack, and then do it from a list. We'll find the rock. We'll find the rock, no problem. Where is it? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Lots of crumbles. Crumbles? Crundles, not crumbles. That's crazy. Somewhere down here, we will find the rock. There are a lot of creatures on this map. No wonder we've got no frames. We may have to dismiss some of our visitors. Send them on their way. Great horned owl. Got an actual prophet. Giant cave toes naked. Oh, here we go. I'm pretty sure Ostzu Rukun Lo Zusmob Zom is the beast. Oh, it's right there. Oh, I could have just done the thing under cursor. Let's just check that's right. J. Does that put the kill mark on? You know what? Escape. Kill creature at cursor. Enter. There we go. Kill the beast. It was the right one. Osts, whatever his name was. Okay, we're ready to unpause? Okay. There is a search bar in Dwarf the Rapist with filters and stuff. You can just select it browsing through the... Oh, okay. But I can't zoom to it on the map, though. That's the key. That's the key thing I'm looking for. So, ready to unpause? I'm ready to watch the action? Let's go. Here it comes. The lads are charging in. They're fighting. Has the dwarf died yet? Have we lost any dwarves? We may have done. The thing seems to have flown into the air. I'm not seeing any corpses, although it's entirely possible it's just picked one of our dwarves up and flown into the air. I mean, they seem to be chasing something. Let's check what the combat logs say. Escape. Oh, here we go. The rock is fighting. Let's check it. Okay, we're on 8 pages. This page is all blue text, but oh dear. Okay, there's a bit of red. Okay. The rock snatches at the Mark's dwarf in the head with her first toe, right foot, bruising the fat through the hood. Okay, it's just bruising. Oh, stunned. Stunned again. Force pulls the neck and the upper spine is smashed into the body. An unrecognisable mass. Okay. An artery has been opened by the attack. A tendon in the upper spine has been torn. The Mark's dwarf misses the rock. The rock bites the Mark's dwarf in the left lower leg and the severed part sails off in an arc. The Mark's dwarf misses the rock. The rock grabs the Mark's dwarf by the right ear with her left wing. The rock releases the grip of the rock's left wing from the Mark's dwarf's right ear. The rock grabs the Mark's dwarf by the giant horned owl leather hood with her left wing. The rock releases the grip. Blah, blah, blah. I think this was the guy who got killed. Let's go down a page. It's the blue text we want. We want to see a lot of blue text, but that's what's happening here. Okay, let's see what goes on here. The captain of the guard misses the rock. The rock misses the wrestler. The wrestler kicks the rock in the head with his left foot, bruising the muscle. The rock has been stunned. The force pulls the neck. The captain of the guard punches the rock in the right wing with her right hand, bruising the fat. The wrestler punches the rock in the left foot with his left hand, bruising the fat. The captain of the guard punches the rock in the third toe, left foot with his left hand, tearing the skin and bruising the muscle. The force pulls the left foot. The rock is no longer stunned. The rock grabs the Mark's dwarf by the third finger, right hand with her right wing. The rock bites the Mark's dwarf in the right lower arm, and the severed part sails off in an arc. The rock grabs the Mark's dwarf by the cave spider silk sock with her left wing. The Mark's dwarf is unable to break the grip of the rock's left wing on the Mark's dwarf's cave spider silk sock. The rock releases the grip of the rock's left wing on the Mark's dwarf's cave spider silk sock. The rock attacks the Mark's dwarf, but she jumps away. The rock misses the hammer dwarf. The rock attacks the Mark's dwarf, but she jumps away. The rock attacks the hammer dwarf, but she jumps away. The hammer dwarf bashes the rock in the left upper leg with her copper warhammer, bruising the muscle. The rock attacks the hammer dwarf, but she jumps away. The hammer dwarf bashes the rock in the right upper leg with her copper warhammer, bruising the fat. The wrestler scratches the rock in the right lower leg, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. The force twists the right knee. The rock collapses and falls to the ground from overexertion. The rock misses the wrestler. The hammer dwarf bashes the rock in the upper body with her copper warhammer, bruising the muscle and bruising the left lung. Bruised lungs. Ow. The rock attacks the hammer dwarf, but she jumps away. The hammer dwarf bashes the rock in the upper body with her copper warhammer, bruising the muscle and bruising the gizzard. The rock misses the hammer dwarf. The wrestler punches the rock in the right wing with her right hand, bruising the muscle. The hammer dwarf bashes the rock in the lower body with her copper warhammer, bruising the muscle and bruising the left kidney. Ooh, bruised kidneys. The rock misses the hammer dwarf. I think we see where this is going. Let's go down a page or two. Okay, here we go. Something interesting happens here. The Mark's dwarf bashes the rock in the left upper leg with his birchen crossbow, but the attack glances away. The Mark's dwarf punches the rock in the right lower leg with her left hand, bruising the muscle. The hammer dwarf bashes the rock in the left foot with her copper warhammer, bruising the muscle. The rock has become enraged. The wrestler punches the rock in the left wing with her left hand, fracturing the bone. The Mark's dwarf bites the rock on the upper left leg, tearing the fat. The Mark's dwarf bites the rock on the upper body, tearing the fat. The rock is having trouble breathing. The Mark's dwarf latches on firmly. The wrestler punches the rock in the left eye with her left hand, bruising it. The force twists the head. The rock misses the hammer dwarf. It doesn't seem fair. It seems like the rock has come in, killed like a scrub-tiered dude from the tavern who's come out with his crossbow going, I came here to kill monsters, and I'm going to be fucked if I'm not going to try and kill you, you big bastard. I'm going to fucking get my bolts, and I'm going to put them through your fucking skull. You know what I'm saying? You understand? And then, oh fuck, you're a lot bigger than I thought you'd be. Shit. Oh, and your talon has smashed my spine into my body, causing me to become an unrecognisable mess. Fucking hell! Shouldn't have drunk so much. You know, that's how it goes. Unlikely, though. Unlikely. He probably screamed a lot more. You know, even in a drunken state, I think you'd realise when your spine is being compressed into a bloody mess. Anyway, let's scroll on a bit, see what happens. Where's the killing blow? The wrestler punches the rock in the lower body with her right hand, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts. The rock looks sick. The Mark's dwarf punches the rock in the head with her left hand, bruising the muscle. The force bends the neck. The rock vomits. The rock misses the hammer dwarf. With the vomit or with an attack? I'm guessing an attack. The Marks dwarf bashes the rock in the lower body with his birchen crossbow, but the attack glances away. The wrestler scratches the rock in the right wing, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. The rock misses the hammer dwarf. The hammer dwarf bashes the rock in the left foot with her copper warhammer, fracturing the bone. We've got a lot of broken bones here. It's looking pretty scary for the rock. The wrestler shakes the rock around by the left wing. The rock retches. The wrestler shakes the rock around by the left wing. The hammer dwarf bashes the rock in the head with her copper warhammer, bruising the muscle and fracturing the skull. The force bends the neck. I think we've got 2 more pages of this, and it's going to get pretty brutal. I think the thing is just being, oh, we got a fractured skull. It seems like my dwarves are actually pretty good fighting these mythical beasts. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's go to the last page. Let's go from this one. The hammer dwarf bashes the rock in the head with her copper warhammer, bruising the muscle and fracturing the skull. The skull? The skull. The force pulls the neck. Let's go down one more. There we go. The Marks dwarf punches the rock in the head with her right hand, bruising the muscle. The force twists the neck. The Marks dwarf bashes the rock in the head with her bismuth bronze crossbow, but the attack glances away. The force twists the neck. The wrestler punches the rock in the head with her right hand, bruising the muscle, fracturing the skull. The force pulls the neck, and that's a way to go. Apparently, the thing must be dead, right? Let's hunt for it. Oh, they're walking around as if it's still somewhere, but I don't see a corpse anywhere. Maybe it fled. Maybe it flew away after getting its face punched in. Let's quickly return to the Z screen and look. Oh, it wasn't Z screen, was it? It was the U screen. That was it. And we look for our others. It should be at the top. It is still there. Let's zoom. Zoom and see where the bastard is. Oh. Oh, you poor fucker. Oh, dear. Let's follow and watch them execute their kill order. Maybe they'll use a weapon to kill it. Or maybe... Oh, there we go. Barehanded, probably. I'm guessing it's going to be a... Where is it? Where's it gone? I bet it was killed by an elite wrestler in some ridiculous manner. Let's have a little look. Here we go. The wrestler hacks the rock in the head with her bismuth bronze battle axe. Whoa, hold on a minute. Tearing apart the fat. The force twists the neck. Illegal weapon! Where's the ref? Quick, he's got the steel chair! The militia captain bashes the rock in the head with her bronze crossbow, but the attack glances away. The force pulls the neck. The hammer dwarf bashes the rock in the head with her copper warhammer, bruising the muscle, fracturing the skull. The force twists the neck. The captain of the guard punches the rock in the head with his left hand, bruising the muscle. The force bends the neck. The wrestler bashes the rock in the head with his silver warhammer, and the injured part explodes into gore. An artery has been opened by the attack. There's no more glorious death for an enemy than one in which parts of their body explode into gore. So, everybody, how does rock taste? Presumably it's a lot of meat on that thing, right? Right, we can butcher this bad boy, can't we? Can we butcher it? Can we? How do I put it? How do I send it to the butchery? I mean, I was genuinely thinking we might end up with the fortress being kaput, but apparently not. Let's go back to the military screen and go to the alerts and take the civilians off of Crazy Time Alert. Well, there we go. And then we'll go and look at the squads. Are they all active? Doesn't look like it. They're going to go back to their training regime. Now the target's dead, they have no orders and no reason to continue. Man, the rock died right in the middle of right next to their wagon. If corpses were bothering them before, they definitely are now. Let's forbid and unforbid that corpse, just in case we can get them to, move it and we can start making things out of its body. It'll be nice. It'll be lovely. There certainly are many of the dwarves against the rock. Correct, Perky. You noticed that immediately? You're an astute chap. Or chapette. That's not really, that's a bit derogatory, isn't it? Or an astute lady. Woman. Woman in your own right. I don't know. Someone's been found dead. Oh dear. Who was found dead? And JC Experience is crankering out the Alder beds, the masterwork Alder beds. It's amazing. If it's not anthropomorphic, it can be eaten. Oh good, let's get that thing down the butcher's shop, shall we? Do I have to specify? Specify! Let's go down to the butcher's workshop, see if we can add an order. Butcher a dead animal, B. Can we specify? Let's put a repeat order on that. Just make them butcher. Butcher, butcher, butcher. Every time an animal dies, I want you to cut it up. We're going to eat the meat and we're going to make furniture from the bones. Yeah, that's a terrible song. Please forgive my unforgivable outburst, which I'm sure you can't do because by definition an unforgivable outburst is unforgivable. Those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so, but this is now an hour and 23 minutes long, and that is far too long. I can't make a 2-hour YouTube video just about Dwarf Fortress. That's insane and nobody will watch. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye!